The animals are your friends. Now, you know that. You've always known that in one way or the other. But we are a human species. They're an animal species. We overlap them in terms of mammals, dolphins, whales, all of that. We're all part of that. So we just speak different languages in simple terms. But to a great extent, there's been a barrier between talking to anything other than your dog or your cat or domesticated animals. But one of the things that is starting to happen, particularly in this space where you're playing. So as you begin to step into this expanded level of consciousness, you get more clear, more conscious, more focused. This opens up. These three waves are coming in. They are loosening up, let's call it the veil, that's something that's referenced, for most people's reality. But the line that creates the distinction between here and here is falling away. And it's falling away particularly in two places that you have access. We've been talking off and on all day about one of them, and that's the astral plane. And so in the astral plane, you are beginning to be more conscious. You're beginning to be more aware that you're in a dream. You're beginning to be more aware that I'm in a dream, and I'm aware that I'm in a dream. All of that is the loosening of the line. I'll talk more about that if there's another question about that, because there is more to talk about. But in the animal kingdom, what's happening is you are beginning to be in a telepathic resonance with the animals in ways that you have not been able to because of the kind of the limitation in the telepathic bandwidth. So telepathics have two bandwidths. One is narrowband and one is broadband. The narrowband is the one that if I said to you, how many of you finish people's sentences, a lot of you would say, yeah, I do that. Out there you say it and the response is, oh yeah, I do this bad thing, it's so offensive. Well, no, it's not, it's a skill set. So whenever you begin to be in a match with somebody, so siblings or best friends are people you grow up with, and you're in this kind of very clear symbiotic match with them. Does that make sense? And so you could just look at them and know that we're going to go to this movie at 7 o'clock tonight. And you don't even say anything, you just start walking towards the movie. You know that space? You've all had that one way or another in your lifetime. Broadband telepathy is a skill set that I use and have been using off and on in ways where we're a speaker. A lot of times people who are very clearly capable of moving a crowd, raising the vibration, lowering the vibration, changing the words, speaking into a space, holding back from a space. It's all the body, but it's also how you use your voice and use the projection within this bandwidth. Does that part make sense? So you listen to great speakers and you see they move people. They can move the emotions of a crowd very well. A lot of times good politicians do that. Good actors do that. They know how to use that skill set. Very valuable skill set. So in the narrowband bandwidth, though, the ability to communicate with animals is very much available. They have a broader telepathic bandwidth. It's still narrowband, but it's a little broader range. So one of the things you see animals that are not predators towards one another, squirrels and birds sit in our backyard, they bump into each other. There's nothing there that's a threat, so the fear reaction isn't there, but the communication aspect is also there. There's a relationship. But that space is beginning to open up with you and with animals. We saw a guy who has really good telepathics and also manages his energy, walks into a what do you call bunch of male lions? A pride. He just walks into this, there's like 3 males and 2 females, and he just walks in and says hello and goes over and pets this lion. Wild lion, not a zoo lion. It was like, are you kidding me? There was no wobble in his space that was basically a threat, and it was really clear he was very capable of holding that vibration. So you're going to see circumstances like that. You're also seeing animals in some cases which are predators not being predators. You're starting to see animals play with one another. We saw just a great animal video not so long ago. Roxanne likes to watch those. And there was an elephant, a baby elephant that had something wrong with it, and the parents in the group abandoned it. And so a protection group took it in. They don't do elephants, but they took it in, and the elephant was getting depressed. It wasn't eating. It was going to die. And all of a sudden this dog comes over and starts to play with it, and the elephant just smiles on an energy level, and they are out chasing one another, playing with one another, and you're seeing that more and more and more. If you watch these animal videos, you're seeing more of that. It's also, these videos are really helpful for you because you go, me too. And so you start building this sense of interfering with the predator part of you, the old parts of you. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is beginning to, on that animal level, open up very interestingly. Also from the standpoint of talking to them and them talking back to you. It's not only like, oh, I've got a new friend, I can pet the lion type thing. No, the lion's going to talk back to you. It's not going to be in English and French, but it's in telepathy. Now this telepathic space is being opened kind of purposely because it opens up, there's languages all over the planet and off planet that basically you have access to. And as you start to recognize I can do this, that just begins to open up in the space. A lot of that is in the temporal lobes, but it's also constructed from the frontal lobes.